Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're doing something new on the channel. We're going to be taking, I was going to say we're going to be taking a quiz, but that's really not what it is. Basically, I'm just going to show you guys what is my favorite Pokemon of every type. We're on a website here. If you guys have never seen like the favorite Pokemon of each type graphic, this is how they're made. It's just on this website. You have a scroll down list of all the grass type Pokemon that have ever been in the game. You choose one, you pick a fire one, water one, etc. until you fill all the types, and then you can create a graphic that has all of the favorite Pokemon that you picked on just a nice fancy little graphic for you. So we're gonna go through this today. I'm gonna go through, give my thought process, explain why I like them. This is based purely off my opinion and design wise, maybe a little bit of like in-game use wise, we'll see as we go, but should be pretty straightforward and understandable, just basically choosing my favorite Pokemon of every type. So we'll go ahead and jump into it, starting with the grass Pokemon as always. Now, I'm not going to explain every Pokemon because that's just going to take like hours, right? But I'm just going to scroll through until I find one I like, maybe say something about it, and then once we get through the whole list, I'll pick one of those. Bulbasaur line, I like a lot. It's not the best ever, but I like it. I will also say I am not a huge fan of grass Pokemon. I like the Trico line a lot. Same with oddly enough, I like the Seedot line. I like the look of it, even though it's garbage. But yeah, grass type Pokemon are just not my favorite in general. I don't know why. I just think most of the designs are not great for grass types. But to be fair, it's kind of hard. Rillaboom might be up there. Actually, no, it's Kartana. Look, I think Kartana is really sick, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, I'm not a fan of Ultra Beasts or the Sun and Moon game or Kartana in competitive, tons of things like that, but I like the design of Kartana a lot. Fire type, Charizard's always like a great option there. Fire types I think are going to be the hardest because there's a lot of really cool looking fire type Pokemon out there. Blaziken is like a lot of people's favorite for good reason. It's sick. Infernape's sick. Emboar I think is sick. Victini is very cute. Darmanitan I like a lot. Chandelure might be my favorite one, but you also have to keep in mind a lot of these Pokemon have dual typing, so even if I don't pick it as a fire type Pokemon, for example, like Chandelure could be my favorite ghost type Pokemon, so I have to keep that in mind. So don't feel pressured if it has dual type to pick it just for this one is what I have to remember here. Incineroar is of course great. Salazzle I like. I actually like Colossal more than I think most people do. Scorch would be the last one there. I guess if Reshiram's also really cool though. For now, I'm gonna pick Chandelure, but this might change later. If there's not a ghost type that I like more than this, then I'll pick this for my ghost type and change my fire type. But we'll see. We'll go back if we have to. Next up, water type. Blastoise is a classic. I think most people like it. Starmie's cool, but I don't know if I'd pick it. Gyarados is cool, but it's also like very mainstream. Makes me want to stay away from it. Quagsire and Wooper are cute and then oddly derpy, but I still like it. Marshtomp, Swampert, I like those. Milotic's really cool, but I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite though, so I think we'll go past that one. Does anybody pick like Panpour, Semipour, Sage, or Seer, or any of them? Like, they're all pretty bad, right? Can we all agree on that? That they're just not good? Greninja's probably like the most mainstream one, but like for good reason. It's a sick looking Pokemon, you can't deny that. Nothing that I really like. Dracovish isn't bad. I don't think I'd pick it though. I will say now I have a very biased opinion towards like older generations. I don't think I'll like the newer ones nearly as much on average if we go through the list like this. Do I like Swampert or Greninja more? Probably Swampert, to be honest. Oh no, I think Kingdra's probably my favorite water type. I don't know why I skipped over Kingdra, but Kingdra's probably my favorite water type. I think it was just like such a great addition when they added it into the game, like because Seadra's kind of ugly, but Kingdra's pretty pog, not gonna lie. Normal type, I almost said flying because I just read Pidgey and I was like, oh, flying next. I don't know if like, I feel like that's kind of cheating if you pick the Pidgey line as your favorite normal type. Like, yes, you can do dual typing like I was saying with Chandelure, but like that's more, I would rationalize this as a fire ghost, and like you can pick that for either of them, but like really you're gonna try to rationalize that Pidgey is like a normal. Like, I don't know. I think it's just way more of a flying type. Same with like Spearow and Fira. I do like Chansey and Blissey a lot, to be honest. Eevee's very cute. Snorlax is sick. Smeargle is just really good, which makes me like him a lot. Well, at least it used to be. Not as great anymore, but that's all right. Whoops, I did not mean to click Kecleon, but I mean, Kecleon's not bad by any means. Low punny. Listen, I'm not one of those kind of guys, but sure. It's alright. Arceus is like a cheap one too, because like, come on. It can technically be any type if you want to rationalize it that way. What if I just had a list and it was actually just me picking Arceus for every single type? I do like Beware a lot, to be honest. See, Silvally is like kind of the same as Arceus. Like, I feel cheap if I pick that, to be honest. I don't like a lot of the normal types, to be honest. I think I'm not alone in that, though. I think most people would probably say that. But if I had to pick one, I think Slacking is probably the coolest one. Him or Ursaring. I like both of them. I think they're basically equals, so Slacking just is going to be my normal pick here. Electric, this one might be hard. I like a lot of electric Pokemon, to be honest. I think Raichu is mediocre design, I'll say it. It's fine, but not great. Magneton, it's fine. Electro's cool. Jolteon's cool. They have the new ones, like the Galar versions of all these Pokemon. So if you like some of the new ones coming out, that's kind of cool. Ampharos is just a classic, honestly. Mega Ampharos is... We don't talk about Mega Ampharos. We don't talk about that. Raikou cool. Manectric's cool. Fuck these two. Luxray was like my original favorite one until I had it in a game, and it's really not that great. But I still like the design of it a lot. I do wish the Gen 5 electric types were better. Like not the non-legendary versions. I think they're kind of ugly, to be honest. Then you have like Zekrom, and it's like, okay, I guess that kind of evens it out, to be fair. I think Toxtricity is probably my favorite one, to be honest, but the low-key one. I think the low-key, do I like it better than regular? That's tough. I like them both pretty equally. I'll go with this one. I'll go with regular. Yeah, I think regular Toxtricity is going to be my favorite electric type. I think it just design-wise looks cool. I don't really have a rationale for it. I think it just looks a little bit cooler than some of the other ones. But electric's like a tough one, because I think there's like probably 5 or 6 that I could pick here, and they're all pretty equal. Psychic's gonna be another one that I like. I love Alakazam. It's just a classic, really good design in my opinion. I like Starmie. I said that in the water type as well. Mewtwo is sick, all forms of it pretty much. Espeon I think is great. Gardevoir is up there for sure. I'm gonna pick that for now. That might be the winner, to be honest. I do like Gardevoir a lot. Oh, but Metagross too. No, I'm not gonna pick Metagross because I'll probably end up picking that for the steel type if I had to make a guess. But I really like the Gen 3 psychic types, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go back up and click Gardevoir so I don't have to scroll up later, because that's probably what I'm gonna end up picking here. The Gen 5 psychic types aren't bad either. I just don't think they're as good. I do like them a lot though. Yeah, anything this far down, listen, it's not that they're bad, I'm just not gonna like them. Yeah, so Gardevoir, as I kind of predicted once I saw it, it's gonna be my favorite psychic type. I do like Gardevoir quite a lot though. Fighting types up next. Machamp is great. Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee are great, I think. Heracross, I barely consider a fighting type Pokemon, to be honest. Blaziken's cool, I've said that. Breloom's cool. Infernape is cool. Lucario is cool. I don't think I'll pick any of them, but they're all great. Conkeldurr is really good. I like Conkeldurr's design a lot. I think it is like the perfect balance between like slightly complex and weird looking while still being like very obviously a Pokemon, if that makes sense. Scrafty's great. Pangoro I like. Hawlucha I like. I think though we're gonna go with Conkeldurr. I just really like the design a lot. I think it's balanced so well for like, especially in Gen 5 where they were getting a lot of criticisms for like Pokemon designs. I think this one was really good, especially just the whole evolution line I thought was great. Rock type, there's not many rock types that I like at all, to be honest. Kabutops is probably up there though. So is Aerodactyl, but I would put Kabutops over Aerodactyl. Tyranitar was the second Pokemon that I ever saw. I mean, obviously Pikachu was first, but Tyranitar was second because I saw it in one of the Pokemon movies where it was like evil or something like that. So I always liked it because I just thought it looked really cool. I actually like the design of Rampardos probably more than everybody else, but I don't think it's my favorite. I wouldn't put it over Tyranitar, at least. Tyrantrum isn't bad either. I like Tyrantrum. Yeah, we'll stick with Tyranitar. I mean, it's a classic. It's kind of a normie pick, but I'm fine with that. Ground type is next. Ground type. I like Sandslash a lot, to be honest. You could pick Swampert and all them again too, because they have the dual typing. Flygon might be up there for sure. Probably not my favorite, but it's up there. I like it a lot. Garchomp is, I mean, it's a normie pick, but it's great. I like Mamoswine a lot. I think it's one of the better like evolution additions that Gen 4 added. I like Mamoswine. Excadrill, though, is probably going to be my favorite if I had to make a guess. Landorus is also really, really sick. Oh, that's tough now. Hold on a minute. Do I like Landorus more than I like Excadrill? Ooh, I might. It also feels just cheap picking like legendary Pokemon, though. I think I'll stick with Excadrill. I like Excadrill quite a lot. It not only because it just looks cool, it also like is just so good in games and stuff that like I find myself using it a lot. So I like it a lot. Flying type. This one's gonna be interesting. I like a lot of flying types, to be honest. Like I've said a lot of them, but like Charizard, I like the Pidgeot line. I like Fearow. I like Golbat and Zubat in that line. I like Scyther. I like Gyarados. I like Aerodactyl. All the legendaries are obviously great. Dragonite's great. This one's tougher for sure. Skarmory's great. I might pick... no, maybe. I'll keep Skarmory in my mind. Swellow is another great one. I want to like Altaria more than I do like it, but I don't think I like it as much as most people. Staraptor's like is sick. It's just like an emo bird. What more can you ask for? I think Ducklet is one of the cutest Pokemon. It just I don't know why. It's just so cute. I love it. Talonflame is sick. Kalucha's sick. Noivern I think is really cool. Even Corviknight is really cool, and that's a recent one. But I think at the end of the day, the one that I like more than all these is still probably gonna be Staraptor. Look, it's just an emo bird. Like, it's sick. It's sick. Again, I feel like a lot of my picks are now bordering towards more like normie kind of picks, but I'm okay with that. Bug type, I'm gonna be real here. I don't like bug type Pokemon, so this one's gonna be a hard one for me. Heracross is cool. Shedinja is actually really cool. So is Ninjask. I actually really like the designs of them, despite the fact that they're absolute kind of garbage. I mean, Shedinja at least has like that cool gimmick, but they're kind of garbage Pokemon, to be honest, even though the designs are cool. Golopede's really cool. That was one of the first bug Pokemon that I actually looked at and I was like, oh, that's decently cool for once. Escavalier and Carablast are also, or not Carablast, Escavalier and the other one are both pretty cool too. Can't remember the name of it right now. Shelmet, there we go. I'm so dumb. Escavalier and Excelgor are both pretty cool. I'll say that. Volcarona might be my favorite bug though, if I'm gonna be honest. Genesect's really cool when it came out, but I don't really like it anymore. I feel like that, like, the novelty of it just wore off so fast. Centiskorch is cool, but yeah, I think Volcarona is the best one, to be honest, if I'm gonna be real about it. Poison type, this is where I think there's a lot of cool designs. Poison type Pokemon tend to have a really cool design for some reason. Crobat might be my favorite though. It's also just really good, so that makes me like it a lot more. People sleep on Zubat, Golbat, and Crobat. I'll say it. I think they're great. Drapion I think is really cool too. Venipede and not Venipede, I meant Scolipede is again really cool here. I could also change my electric Pokemon, make Toxtricity my favorite poison type. I would be fine with that. Then what would I change this to though? Probably, what would I change my electric type to if I did that? Yeah, I'm fine with that because I also like Luxray a lot too. So I'm gonna change my electric type to Luxray and then go with Toxtricity as my poison type instead of electric type. And then dark types got cool ones too. Umbreon's one of the coolest dark types in my opinion, especially the shiny, the like blue accents on it I think are so sick, just so sick. Nuzleaf and Shiftry I like, again, even though they're not great Pokemon. Absol is a classic one. I do like Weavile a lot more than I like Sneasel, I'll say that too. Zoroark's cool. Bisharp's cool. Hydreigon feels a little cop-outy because it's definitely, I feel like that's just one of those another ones where it's like that's definitely more of a dragon type than a dark type to me. Yeah, I gotta go with Umbreon here. Umbreon's just like in my mind it's like the classic dark type Pokemon. It was like the first dark type Pokemon that I knew about, so I think that's fine. Ghost type, this one I might go, if I can't find a better one than Chandelure, I'll make Chandelure this and I'll change my fire type. Oh, you know what? It's probably Aegislash. I forgot Aegislash was even like a Pokemon for a second, to be honest. But now that I'm remembering it, it's sick. Marshallow's cool too, to be honest. But the fact that like I could never play with it in a game makes me like it a lot less. But I do love Aegislash. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Aegislash. That's one of the only X and Y Pokemon that I like love, to be honest. I love Aegislash. Ice type, Cloyster was the first Ice type I ever used. Jinx was the first Pokemon card that no, it was the second Pokemon card. The first Pokemon card I ever had was a Smoochum, and that's what got me partially into Pokemon, so I have a special attachment to them too. Glalie I like because of the anime. It made it look way cooler than it is. Regice I always have a nice laugh at, because I imagine that at the clip from the movie where like the Regice does its like cry in real life. It's so funny. Mamoswine I said I liked a lot. Frostlass I really like. Frostlass is probably my favorite so far. Cryogonal I think is really cool too. Kyurems of course like sick. Frostmoth is decent, but I think we'll stick with Frostlass here. I think Frostlass is really cool. Even if it's not like the best Pokemon ever, I think it's really cool. Steel, I feel like I don't even have to think about this. I kind of already said my answer to this earlier, and it's gonna be Metagross. I mean, I'll still look through and make sure there's nothing I like more, but Metagross is just such a sick Pokemon. I don't think anybody's going to try to argue with that. I mean, it is very, very like a normie pick for sure, and I would not blame you if you criticize me for that, but I mean, look at it, man. It's sick. It's a Metagross. It's so sick. Last two here. Dragonite was a classic one, but I don't really think it's actually that good of a design, to be honest. I'll say it. I think Dragonite's kind of a bad design. I think Salamence is like a way better design than that. Salamence is great. Rayquaza's amazing. Even better in Mega form. Garchomp's great. Mega form is way worse for Garchomp in my opinion. Haxorus might be my favorite one though. I think I actually, when I first played Gen 5, hated Haxorus so much. I actually didn't like him or Hydreigon, to be honest. But the more I played it, the more I was like, damn, they're kind of both really sick, huh? And I'm just being dumb. Yeah. It's a lot of my picks are tending to be a little more normie, but like Haxorus is just such a sick Pokemon, and it's so good that it's like, I feel like I have to go with it. Fairy type, this one might be hard for me. Togetic is, or not Togetic, Togekiss was what I was going for, but it's probably the one I've used the most, and I do like it quite a lot. And not only because it looks cool, it's just a really good Pokemon. I do like Florges a little bit. All the Tapus. If you're picking a Tapu on this list, we're gonna have beef. We're not gonna get along. Grimmsnarl is also really cool, but I think Togekiss has gotta be my favorite. It's just the one I've used the most. It's the one I like associate with fairy type the most. Oh, I gotta go through a CAPTCHA for the fucking picture here. Come on. That's gotta be good enough, right? All right, there we go. I'm saving that image too, and I'm gonna use it in the thumbnail. But there it is, boys. That's it. My favorite Pokemon of every type. A little complex. Some normie picks, some I think are pretty not normie picks, to be honest, but I don't know. I like my list. I think that's pretty good. There might be one or two that are interchangeable, like that I would change with a different one, but I like them all a lot, to be honest. I think they're great. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the video though, guys. Feel free to like leave your own lists in the comments down below. Maybe yours was pretty close to mine or very different. I don't know. I'd love to see your guys's. I like seeing other people's opinions on what they think are cool designs and stuff. It's just very interesting to me. But either way, guys, that's gonna do it. So if you like the video, leave a like down below. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later if you don't enjoy the content anymore. Either way, guys, I thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.